I accidentally stumbled upon the funniest and best Christmas sublimation designs that I have ever seen. Have you ever heard of 3D printed ornaments? Because I've never seen designs like these before and I could not stop laughing when I saw them. Make sure you stick around until the end of this video because I'll also share with you how you can score yourself a blind gift box filled with $30 worth of craft materials by HTVRont. Maybe 3D printed ornaments isn't the right words for these. Let me clarify. These aren't 3D printed ornaments in the traditional sense because they weren't made with a 3D printer and they're not actually three-dimensional. It's more of an optical illusion. They're actually sublimation designs made to look like 3D Christmas ornaments, and really cute ones at that. It's so cool how they create that effect. It feels like the design pops right off of the surface. Honestly, I'd love to know how graphic designers come up with images like these. In this video, you'll learn where to find the best sublimation designs, how to use Canva for sublimation, how to print images to scale, what heat press setting for sublimation ornaments, and some sublimation tips and tricks to ensure your ornaments look perfect and professional. If you're new here, welcome! My name is Kerri. I share all kinds of fun DIY crafts made with Cricut machines, laser engravers, and sublimation printers. I think we can agree that everyone likes making money, so I tend to focus on the best crafts to make and sell. And even if you don't want to sell your crafts, they still make great gifts for others or yourself. And right now, custom Christmas ornaments are hot sellers. If you came over here from one of my laser engraving or Cricut videos, you might be wondering, what is sublimation? Sublimation is a process where you use a special type of ink called sublimation ink to create vibrant designs that you can transfer onto different surfaces. Sublimation is great for making all kinds of custom photo gifts like blankets, coffee mugs, tumblers, puzzles, keychains, shirts, so much more. This technique works particularly well on polyester-based or specially coated surfaces. The ink permanently infuses into the material, making them durable and long-lasting, even in the wash. You don't have to worry about your designs peeling or fading with sublimation printing like you do with vinyl. The design is printed on sublimation paper and then transferred onto special items known as sublimation blanks using heat and pressure. Let's start with the materials. I'll leave links to all of my favorite sublimation products in the video description. Here's what you'll need: a sublimation printer, sublimation paper, sublimation ink, sublimation ornament blanks, a heat press, white butcher paper, heat-resistant tape, scissors, and a computer. You can't use an inkjet or laser printer for sublimation unless you convert an inkjet printer into a sublimation printer, which is what I did. I converted this Epson Ecotank inkjet printer into a sublimation printer using Hippo ink, and I have a tutorial on my channel showing you exactly how it's done. It's a surprisingly cheap and easy process compared to buying an actual sublimation printer, as those can get very expensive. I'm using HTVRont sublimation paper and Hippo sublimation ink. I got my sublimation ornament blanks also from HTVRont, and I'm using my new HTVRont Auto Heat Press too. This is an upgrade from the previous HTVRont Auto Heat Press, and it's a lot better for so many reasons. It's got this cool flip-up control panel. The buttons are super easy and intuitive, and they're clearly labeled down here, so you never have to worry about forgetting what they mean. I just love how my new HTVRont Auto Heat Press 2 has adjustable pressure. Auto heat presses are so beginner friendly and easy to use, but I've never cared for them in the past because they didn't have adjustable pressure. But not anymore! HTVRont listened to our feedback, and now their new and improved Auto Heat Press 2 has adjustable pressure. You can adjust the pressure anywhere between 20 to 80 kilograms. If you push this auto button, it makes it so that the top closes automatically when you slide the drawer shut. It has a lot of other great features too, like no assembly required, intuitive buttons that make adjusting your settings a breeze, an angle adjustable control screen, automatic shutoff for safety, a compact space-saving design, and it comes in all of these cute colors. What's not to love? I obviously use a lot of stuff from HTVRont because they have really great products. You'll also need white butcher paper to protect from ink spills, heat-resistant tape to hold everything in place, a pair of scissors for cutting out your design, and a computer. When you look at your ornaments, they look like they're blue, but they're actually not blue, they're white. The blue part that you see is a protective film that you can peel off. Be careful not to touch the white part too much. You don't want to get oils or dirt or anything on it. You want it to be a nice clean surface. So gather all your materials and let's move over to the computer. So where to find the best sublimation designs? Creative Fabrica, of course. Just type sublimation into the search bar and you'll find over 1 million results. Their all-access subscription gives you unlimited downloads and it's only $3.99 a month. You can sign up for a free trial through the link in my video description. But in this video, we're making these funny 3D ornaments. There's so many to choose from and I love them all. I think I'm going to have to make a couple different designs. Literally every one of these is so amazing. What? Look at that one. That's hilarious. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to make like every one of these. What is that? Oh my god, talk about a Santa cam. That's so creepy. First, I would recommend creating a new folder for this project so you can export all the designs into that folder. This makes it easier to find the one you want because then you can preview the images in the folder. I'll show you what I mean. Right click, then click New and Folder. And I'm going to name it 3D Ornaments. Now let's move over to Creative Fabrica. Find whatever designs you like and click that big green download button. Open it up. You'll see that there's a ton of file types in here, but there's no image previews. So you have to double click on each file to see what it looks like. And that's annoying when there's like 20 or 30 different files. So here's my trick. Click on where it says Extract All, and then Browse, and find that folder you just saved, and click Select Folder, then Extract. So now if we go into our folder, we get a nice preview on the right side. I like the gingerbread man with the big juicy booty. He's got a nice butt. Nice bum, where you from? It might be easier to rename the files you want to use or delete the ones that you don't. So if you right click on it, then go to show more options, you can rename it. And I'll just call him Gingerbread. Now I gotta find his matching face. I think this one matches his butt pretty good. I mean, he's still a little bit light in the front. I feel like he should be a little bit darker, but I like how his squiggles line up. So let's go with this one, and I'll rename him to French Gingerbread. Now let's move over to Canva so I can show you how to use Canva for sublimation printing. Canva is the best program to use with sublimation. They make it so easy to customize your designs and add text, adjust the photo quality, and print to scale. Canva has a free version and a paid version. You can do anything you need to with the free version, but the paid version has a lot more perks. Next, we're going to click on Create a Design, then Custom Size, and change units to inches, and make the size match your paper. So I'm using an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper, then click Create a New Design. To upload your photo, go over to Uploads, Upload Files, and I'm going to click on Front Gingerbread and Gingerbread. You can hold down the Shift button and select multiple at a time, then click Open. Drag your files over, and we need to resize them. So if you click on this, you can shrink it down. I'm going to go a little bit bigger at 3.3. And same with this guy. Let's do 3.3. I think that I could comfortably fit about 6 ornaments on one sheet of paper. These are some other files that I've already saved that I'm going to use. So let's do the dinosaur. And I need his face. And what about Buff Santa? Is that creepy? It's kind of creepy. How about a kitty cat? That's cute. My son Barrett loves cats, so I think he's really gonna like that one. All right, that looks good. So now we can go over and click Share. Click on Download. And then where it says File Type, you want to change it to PDF Print, best for printing. Right here, there's a color profile drop-down menu. There's RGB, which is best for digital use, or CMYK, which is best for professional printing. I always pick CMYK because I am doing professional printing. However, this option has a crown next to it, which means it's part of the paid version. If you don't already have the paid version, just go with this one. It'll be fine. If you have the paid version, do this one. Click on PDF to flatten everything and then download. Right click and print. Select your printer from the drop-down menu. I'm using my Epson Ecotank. Then click on More Settings. Make sure you have the scale set to custom and 100. This is super important. This is how you print images to scale. Then click on Print using System Dialog. Select your printer and go to More Settings. Change your paper type to Premium Presentation Paper Matte and your quality to High. Then go over to More Options and make sure you have Mirror Image selected. Then click OK. Now we can print it. After your design prints, grab your scissors and cut out the designs. It doesn't have to be perfect, just cut around it and try not to get your fingers where the ink is. Now we can move on to the fun part, heat pressing our ornaments. But what temperature do you sublimate ornaments at? And how long to press a sublimation ornament? For HTVRont sublimation ornament blanks, they recommend heat pressing at 356 degrees for 40 to 45 seconds. Let me show you how easy it is to set the time and temperature using the HTVRont Auto Heat Press 2. Push the blinking button, and we have to set the temperature to 355 degrees. Can you guess which one's the temperature button? Yeah, so push that, and then the up button to 355.
355?
Yep. And then click on the little clock right here, and we're going to change that to 45. All right, and then we have to lower the pressure all the way down. And that's where it goes. So now that's it. So right here it shows the temperature and it's heating up. It heats up to temperature in about 4 minutes. And this button right here makes it so that when we close the drawer, the lid shuts automatically. So if this isn't selected, this goes away, and then you have to push a start button. But I like having this on because it makes it easier. Make sure you put down a sheet of white butcher paper to protect your press, and then place your ornament blank on top. Carefully line up your design face down on the blank, making note of where the hole for the string is so that it's properly oriented. So you can see, since we made our design a little bit bigger than our ornament, we have a lot of wiggle room, so we don't need to worry if our paper doesn't line up exactly right. That's why I printed it that way. Secure it with heat-resistant tape so nothing shifts during pressing.
Now we take another piece of butchered paper and lay it flat right on top.
All right, now you can push the whole tray in. And the countdown begins. After the 45 seconds is up, the machine lifts up automatically and you can pull the drawer out. Sometimes my top piece of butcher paper sticks to the lid. If that happens, just turn the machine off and carefully remove it with a pair of tweezers. It's a good idea to wear heat-resistant gloves too. I find that the paper naturally falls down after a minute or two. Leave the ornament alone for a good 5 to 10 minutes until it's totally cooled off. If you try to rush this step, the ink might smudge and ruin your project. That's called ghosting. Once it's cool, peel off the paper to reveal your beautifully sublimated ornament. The color should be bright and the detail sharp. Oh yeah, baby. Hunka, hunka. So changing the way that I tape them down and adjusting the pressure seems to have worked perfectly because these look amazing. Now let's do the backs. I'm going to give them a quick wipe down with some alcohol since the tape was touching it. and give it a minute to get good and dry. If you followed along, you've just made your very first Sublimation Christmas ornament, and I bet it looks fantastic. The only other thing that you need to do is add an ornament hook or some pretty string. These ornaments are perfect as gifts or to sell during the holiday season. Not just 3D designs, but any designs you like. You can personalize them with names, funny sayings, or even photos. I'll have a new video up shortly showing you how to circle crop photos and add festive backgrounds to them to create pro quality photo ornaments. Turn on your notifications if you don't want to miss that video. I always sell a ton of photo ornaments like these during the holidays for around 10 bucks each. What would you charge or pay for a photo ornament like these? And the best part, they're durable, professional looking, and will last year after year, making them a cherished holiday keepsake. The last thing that I want to share with you is a fun and exciting way that you can win some awesome free stuff from HTVRont. Here's how to do it. First, create a craft video using HTVRont products and post it on any social media platform like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Then tag it with hashtag SuperGiftSpy. Then you can click the link in my video description to bring you over to their website where you can redeem your blind box with $30 worth of materials. That's it. So go make something awesome and win yourself some free stuff. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more DIY craft tutorials. Drop a comment if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like me to cover in a future video. If you want to check out some more of my sublimation tutorials, check out this playlist on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.